Good morning, guys. So I just woke up not too long ago because I pretty much stayed up till 5 o'clock this morning, just reading your guys' comments and replying to you guys. Yes, I'm that dedicated. Um, so I woke up and I noticed right above my bed there's a wet patch that's been forming. Um, Now there was another before. There's the other one right over here, but for some reason that was taken care of, and this one's further along. But the way the house is, there's probably water finding a way through. But called the called my landlady, and she said, "Oh yeah, well we're gonna be over there, sometime today, and we're gonna take a look." And I told her, I'm like, there's an entire part of the roof because the guys came over and put a tarp on the roof. She doesn't really have money for actual fix, so she's like, oh, just tarp, which is fine. But like the people who did it, it's like, slanting off my roof, so there's an entire section of my room that's not even covered with a tarp because they like half-assed it. So I mean, between that and part of it possibly blowing up, we've had having a lot of rain around here, a lot of heavy winds. Some of it could have possibly been pulled up. So she said that she would come over and check it out and this and that. She also let me know that the person who lives upstairs right now is little cuckoo bananas. Um, Basically, she's violated like every rule. The no smoking in the house. Um, she's been having people stay here who aren't supposed to, like, not. You can have guests, but when you have people stay here, like live here, that's violation. Because one, she can't make that call. It's not her house. Two, they're not paying anything. So there's that. Um, my money's been like last month. My rent was stolen. I think I said this, but my landlady came by. She goes, "John, I didn't get your rent for the month." I'm like, I put it where I always put it because there's her side. You go out through the hallway, through the door, and there's her side, and there's this couch. And I always put my money in an envelope and I put it on the arm of the couch. It usually has a note like, oh, I need a trip to the dump because we don't have garbage pickup around here. We have to go to the dump. And I only need to do my garbage like once a month because I really don't have a lot of garbage. It takes a month for me to fill up my trash can. So she'll usually come by and like, John, you need a trip to the dump. But she never said anything that time, so I'm figuring maybe she just didn't want to do it. No, turns out my money was stolen, and we had never had problems with it until the people upstairs, the girl upstairs, moved in. It was either her or her boyfriend or her brother or the people she has staying, but someone stole my money. $250 completely gone. I know you guys are gonna say, well, do something. What am I gonna do? We don't know who actually did it, and no one's gonna fess up. So there's no point. It's just we know it was one of them. We haven't had any issues. Um, you'll hear her and her boyfriend arguing back and forth, swearing at each other. Right over here, like right through the wall here, is another bathroom, and then there's a door leading outside. And her boyfriend for like 2-3 hours would just bang at the back door, and she's all the way on the other side of the house, like above my roommate's brother's side. She doesn't hear it, but for hours he'll just like boom, boom, boom. 9, 10 o'clock at night, I'm possibly trying to sleep, and here I am, boom, 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 boom. I'm like, Jesus fucking Christ. It's just one thing after another. They got a fucking kid running up and down the goddamn steps. Um, so she's violated every rule. They gave her time to get out. She refused, saying, "Oh well, I'm not going without seeing the paper first." The police officer came over the other day. I know because I talked to him because he was banging on the door to get into the room right there, and I was like, "What the fuck?" So I go out there and there's a police officer there trying to give her you know, the eviction papers. Still not gone. So there, she said she's got a court date next Wednesday to get her out. But she said she's afraid that You know, there's going to be some fucking loophole that allows her, the girl, to stay here. It's one thing after another. But yeah, so I woke up and it was wet, and I was more worried because like right above my bed, like right almost where my face is. So if it was dripping down, I'd know. Um, Not to mention my phone rests right on the You can see the table right here. There's the table that I keep it on. So if it was any further, it could just constantly smack in my phone. Um, so don't know what that would do, but I woke up. I checked the area around my bed. Doesn't seem to be wet, so it just seems like it's soaking up the water. Now the one over here, yeah, this one of course would have to leak, but this one's been fixed for a while now. But when this was leaking, we've got the vent right down there along with my power strip, with all the cords. So of course it would have to drip where the freaking electrical stuff is. Of course, because why wouldn't it? Because it couldn't drip in another place. No, it's got to drip where the fucking electric is. Um, Story of my life. Uh, but yeah, I called her. She said that she'll be over to take a look, and because they've been trying to fix the roof for ages. This place is old. It's been here a long time. So, like, I think 1920s, I think they said. So it's been around a while. And my landlady owns all of it except for the one that's right next to me, because apparently something happened with the bidding, or the something happened where someone is able to purchase it before she did, out of a kind of like a loophole kind of thing. So she owns the one that's right next to me, but the one right next to that she doesn't. So the one next to me, the one that the girl's living in, uh, this one, and my um roommate's brothers, she owns all of that. So yeah, it's been here since like the 1920s, basically back when all this was like farmland and stuff like that. So yeah, Baden's got a rich history, and apparently, I learned from one of the neighbors not too long ago that there's aluminum or something that was made in here in town at the factory that was so pure and such a high quality that even high quality that even Hitler was looking into it. I'm like, when you have Hitler looking into a small fucking hick town, that's saying something. That must have been some good shit. Um, Something most likely for weapons and stuff like that. But yeah, it was something that there's a couple chemical process that even now to this day apparently has not been figured out, because the way they did it pretty much, you know people think it just like disappeared with time. It really did. People have been asked like who actually would know, who works in that area, and they're like, yeah, we've tried to do it. We can't figure it out. So just some cool history, I guess. But yeah. So hopefully the roof is fixed soon. Uh, Sounded confident about fixing the roof, so hopefully it gets fixed soon. I don't need any water dripping on my face at night. I was gonna make a joke, but I'd rather not. Like I said, I'm sure kids. Actually, I had a joke I was going to say or type when the channel was getting, started getting bigger and bigger and bigger, because I'm watching the numbers go up. And I was gonna make a comment, but I decided not to because I have such a bad sense of humor. So just to kind of give it context, so everyone's like, "Oh man, your channel's blowing up," and I wanted to say something like, just call me like the Unabomber or something because I'm blown up. Oh my God, John, you're horrible. I know. I know. I was like, just call me Kamikaze or call me the Unabomber because I'm blowing up. You know, people's. I've been. I wanted to say stuff like that in the comments, but just so you guys know, if your comment disappears, it's not me doing that. A lot of the times I'll be replying to a comment and then I'll, click send and I'll just get the load, and then when you refresh the page, that comment that I'm replying to is completely gone. So if you find that your comment's gone, it's not me. It's YouTube. They've been doing that on my channel for ages now. Um, Even if the comment is really not harmful at all for some reason, they just delete comments. I don't know. I know I've heard from a couple of other YouTubers that's happened with them, especially when they started getting larger. Um, so you know how YouTube likes to throw curveballs at people. But yeah, so if you notice that your comment's missing, or you say, you say something and whatever, and it doesn't come up, or you see it's gone, I didn't report it. I didn't delete it. It's just YouTube being fucking stupid. Most of you have realized that. Most of you said, "Hey, YouTube's fucking deleting my comment here." So yeah, that's not. I don't delete comments. Um, the only time I delete comments is if they're really truly offensive and harmful. Um, but normally before I do, uh, fucking YouTube takes care of that. So I don't even have to worry about it. I don't mind criticism. I don't mind any of that. Last night there was one guy who's going back and forth. He's one of those guys who were supporting. I think it was Chris that he was supporting and all that. But uh, his comment got deleted. And he's like, "Oh, you're reporting my comment? How bold!" I'm like, Your comment was being deleted as I was writing mine." So he never replied, which means he had nothing else to say. But anyways, I just wanted to talk for a little while. Uh, yeah, I still need a new name for you guys, for the family, the fam, and also a better name for my channel because you know I just kind of chose the name because I couldn't think of anything else when I first started. But I want a better name. So if you guys can think of a better name for my channel, anyways, you guys know the drill. Thumbs up, thumbs down, come subscribe, all that great stuff. And I'll see you guys later. Bye, guys.